Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what is your karmic endings and your new beginning. I'm very excited about this reading, and we will be picking 4 piles together. Wow. So for pile number 1 we have Mask. So as you can see, we will be picking 4 out of the 28 moon mansions. For pile number 2, we have the 11th mansion with Fortuna. For pile number 3, I see 3 poking out, so I'm gonna take it. And 4. Right, let's see what they are. So for pile number 3, we have the 5th mansion with Wheel. And for the 4th mansion, we have the 2nd mansion with Musician. Now, if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There you go. So for pile number 1, we have the yellow Aventurine, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Mookayte Jasper, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, we have the blue Agate, and this is what it looks like. And for pile number 4, we have the green Aventurine, and this is what it looks like. All right, so take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that is probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, or maybe you even feel drawn to all of the piles, trust your intuition, because your intuition will always guide you to the right readings. That's the whole magic. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, if you love the card picking process and the shuffling, I always leave this part especially for you. And as you may know, for me as well, I love spending this time with you. I love the shuffling process. I love the magic that happens during this preparation time for the reading. And I feel like it really energetically sets the tone for the reading. Also, the main reason I do this section is because I want to include your magic in the preparation process. And so making the reading more for you. It's always for you, but just include your energy in the preparation part of the reading. Okay, so we will be picking out our oracle cards. Let me introduce to you what's happening here. On this side, these are the oracle decks that we will be using. And from here up until the far right are the tarot decks that we will be using. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, I always leave their names down in the description box for you. Okay. So now let's shuffle with intention. This will be the intention not just for this deck, but for all of the decks on this table. And we want to know, what are the 4 piles, karmic endings and new beginning, please. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, we need space. Okay, will they be able to fit up there. I think they will. Pile number 4, only part of it will appear, I guess. Okay. There is another way. Perhaps I can also shift the camera this way. Hold on. All right, hopefully this will work. Okay, so we have our 4 piles here. Now let's move on to the next deck. And again, shuffle with intention. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and I feel this one. And 4. Okay. Now to our last oracle deck. Feel like we have space now. Okay. These round ones are quite big. But I love this oracle deck, Kim Krans deck here. The round ones. All right. They make for great readings, in my opinion. So, thanks a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now let's move on to our tarot decks. Let's move these here a little bit. There we go. And again, let's shuffle with intention. Can we kindly know what are the 4 piles, karmic endings and new beginnings? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. We'll be taking the next one. And again, shuffling with intention. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Now on to our next deck. Let's see. What are the 4 piles? Karmic endings, please. Thank you. And new beginnings. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now onto these 4 tarot decks here, and I'll be using this deck for further clarification during the reading. Let's put it on the side. All right, sounds great. There we go. And we'll be shuffling this one again. What is your karmic endings and new beginnings? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Let's pick our next deck. Yeah, that's the right way up. What is your karmic endings and new beginnings? Thank you. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, moving on to our next deck. We have more space now. Okay, so what is the 4 piles, karmic endings and new beginnings, please? Thanks. 1, 2, 3. These are 2 and 4. And last but not least, one of my very favorite decks. I love this gorgeous deck. Oh my god. What a beautiful deck. So beautiful. I love it. I love the ideas represented for each card. I love this deck. Okay, now let's shuffle. Ooh, with intention, thanks. So 1, 2, these are the karmic endings and new beginnings for the 4 piles. 3 and 4. There we go. The 4 piles are now ready. Let's now tuck them in neatly. I wonder what's going to happen today with the circles. Usually it works fine, but I don't know with this setup today. We'll find out together. Okay, so let's take pile 1. See, the circular ones are going to be taking space, but we'll see. Hopefully it will work out. So there we go, pile number 1 with the yellow Aventurine. There we go. Pile number 2. It's also ready with the Mookayte Jasper. Here we go. Pile number 3. Is also ready. Ah, there we go. Whoa. Yeah. With the blue agate. And pile number 4. Is also ready. So, it fits very nice. I'm happy we were able to do that. All right. There we go. With the green Aventurine. So there we go. Our 4 piles are ready. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. I enjoy your energies very much. I enjoy speaking to you during this time. And I believe we are now ready for your reading. Let's get started. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow Aventurine, as well as the 24th Moon Mansion, represented as Mask. Let's put your main card here so that you can see it. And let's take a look at your oracle cards first, before we pick up your tarot. So you have, the bridge. Interesting, really. All right, let's keep it here. You have voyage or voyage. Quite interesting. Let's wait and see. Okay. I see. You also have Jupiter in Virgo with patience. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Hanged Man. Okay. You also have the Empress. You have the 8 of Cups. You have the Four of Swords with postponement. You have the Four of Pentacles, a lot of waiting in your reading. You have the Eight of Pentacles. And you have the Devil card. That's what it looks like. It's Surrealist art, so I'm just going to give a moment in case you want to have a look at it. Again, slow energy with the snail here. That is connected to the Devil energy, making you think perhaps that you are stuck, that things are not moving. So, taking a look at your cards, we have Mercury. We have the 24th mansion ruled by Mercury and Uranus in both Capricorn and Aquarius. This is a time of conflict because here we have Capricorn holding on to traditions and Aquarius all about breaking the rules to do the right thing, to progress, or not the right thing, to not to adhere to something that no longer make sense, and to progress. And so there's clashing energy here. What I'm seeing is a time where, as you can see with this clashing energy, a new life is opening with the Hanged Man, patience, postponement with the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, time's running by. You can see the idea of you waiting for something. I see here that you have been in this karmic cycle for a very, very, very long time. In fact, part of it was the waiting game. You've been on a long journey, kind of feeling that you're stuck, that nothing is about to change. With the Empress shown here, I get the idea that you understand that you are loved. You understand that you're very blessed. You understand that life has given you so many things that makes you unique. But despite all of that, life for a very long time has been on hold, it seems, for you. Pile number 1. So we can clearly see here in your reading with the Voyage and the Bridge that indeed your karmic cycle of waiting for a very long time is now about to end for you. You're not stuck. You never were stuck. It was just an illusion. So this karmic cycle is ending now. It's going slowly, but it is ending. And that's why you have patience. You're coming out of this. You're crossing over to the other side. Opening up little by little a new world. In fact, I would say by watching this that you are perhaps starting with the Eight of Cups. You're moving away from it. You're starting to glimpse the beginnings of this new beginning. Pile number 1. Two worlds are starting to meet at this point of you watching the reading. The old world represented by the Capricorn here, of things being perhaps a little stuck, moving in a certain way that did not make sense. And the new world, just like we say the Aquarius world, the new eon here. You're moving into a new age, a new eon of your life, a new phase of your life that will no longer feel like you are stuck. You cannot see it, obviously. I can clearly see that because of the mask here. It's masked, it's not clear, but you can energetically feel like it's opening up for you. In fact, the Empress is a lot of the times represented as a new beginning, the birth, actually, not just a new beginning, the birth of a new world, the birth of a new project, perhaps. And so we can kind of say that you are at a pregnant stage where a new life is forming. It's not out yet into the world, but it's definitely forming for you. Pile number 1. You're slowly but surely moving away from this stuck energy. There's a lot of hope. You can feel it in your heart. You know it's coming, but you cannot yet see it. You're still in the very endings of this karmic cycle. Your new beginning, pile number 1, is kind of masked. As you can see, it's not fully appearing in your reading, but I do have a couple of clues of what this is about. I see refreshed energy, where in the past you had a lot of advantages to you, skills and unique blessings to you that perhaps you couldn't use in the past. I see this opening up here. With this 8 of Pentacles, I see you in the future flourishing, blossoming, feeling happy, and working at many things at the same time. These many things don't just have to be work. They could be your work, projects that you're interested in, artistic things that you love, you taking care of yourself. I see you birthing a world where you're doing everything that you love, feeling fresh and out like your old self again. This is really very much highlighted. You're coming back to that fresh energy as opposed to the tired energy that we see all over excuse me, your reading. We see you coming out fresh, feeling creative, not just wanting to do many things, but actually doing so many things, blossoming in so many different areas of your life. You know how when we suppress boiling water that's waiting to come out with force, and we're suppressing it, at some point this water is going to go break everything, come out and show itself. And that's what we can see here. There is strong energy coming from you, a lot of will to start anew, a lot of blessings, a lot of unique skill sets perhaps, a lot of creativity, a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you can do that have been suppressed for so long because of this pause. And once this world opens up, I see you going, getting out all of these ideas and creative endeavors and skills and using it to do so many things that you wanted to do. Pile number 1. It's like the world is opening up completely for you. That's what I can see in terms of your new beginning. We can see 2 sides of you growing. We can see the side of you of your personal growth with a line here, your strength, your growth, you're developing personally, as well as with work, represented with the cow here. Because the cow has been represented in many civilizations, including the ancient Egyptian civilization, as fertility, because it brings a lot of blessings with it. Milk, of course, meat, as they used to eat meat, and used to help out on the farm. It was just so important. And so we see a lot of creativity, fertility, that's coming out, of course, very strong with the Empress. We're seeing a lot of you bringing yourself out into the world, doing many things. Pile number 1. The corn is also, to me, associated with the goddess Demeter, because when her beloved daughter was stolen and taken to the underworld, she went on a very long, sad journey trying to get her back. In fact, during that time, when she left to look out for her daughter, it is said that the earth went dull, the plants stopped growing, the earth was dying, and to interfere, the god Zeus gave an order to Hermes to help her out, and she was finally able to be reconnected with her beautiful daughter. And as a thank you, she gave corn to whoever helped her along the way. So we see here the idea of everything dying and coming back to life, sprouting back, happiness, reuniting with your dream, and feeling like you're alive again. Oftentimes, as per experience, when I see the future being depicted as a surprise, it really manifested as something more than you can imagine, something that your heart cannot even begin to fathom. But it's meant to come as a surprise. You're meant to experience this surprise. You're meant to experience the very end of this karmic cycle and the beginning of it, and you're meant to experience this beautiful surprise. What I am sure of is that it's ending. In fact, it has already started opening up. You're at the point where you're crossing over to the other side. This journey is over, and look forward to humongous surprises. Pile number 1, I know you will remember this reading when things start opening up in such a crazy way. I know you will remember that this was the time when you heard your message from Spirit, that things are about to open up in such a crazy way, such an amazing way you cannot even begin to imagine. Pile number 1. For now, I see your advice is to live in the moment. As you can see with this 4 of Pentacles Mermaid, she's taking the time to live in the now, brushing her hair, listening to the sound of the waves behind her, and just taking her time to take care of herself. So that's the kind of energy that I see here for you as advice from Spirit, to enjoy the moment, forget about the past, forget about what happened, let the past be in the past. Do not worry about the future, because the future is far bigger and more amazing than you can even begin to imagine. Do what you need to do, but live in the present moment. Enjoy every little thing that you have. Feel the gratitude and the blessings of the moment. Take it day by day, and before you know it, pile number 1, your mind is going to open up to exciting things to do, and opportunities will be coming in, rushing at your door, and you will not begin to imagine it. Pile number 1, help is coming in, just like with the story of Zeus and Hermes. What you're doing will have a lot of good energy around it. It will help you out in every way. Now is the time to just fasten your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. Pile number 1. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I am wishing you all the best of luck from my heart. And I know that your future is amazing. Looking forward to that. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it because it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that and you feel like it's part of your journey and would like to know more about it, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you, and most importantly, it was a real pleasure connecting with a wonderful person like you. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. This is future me after having done your reading. I've never done this before, but your reading was so beautiful. I wanted to take a chance before you begin listening to this new beginning of yours to tell you about a good luck spell that you can carry in your heart and do after the reading to bring this beautiful good luck to you. I'm very excited about your reading. As you'll see, you've brought me a lot of good energy, and because of that, I want to repay it, to take a minute to read this spell to you that I'm sure you would love to do, for a second here. Also, I wanted to show you the card I pulled out was this, and I feel like you're being taken care of now from the universe, from source. After everything, the light is coming out. So happy for you, pile number 2. Your cards are just so beautiful. And let me tell you about this good luck spell that you may be interested in doing. And it says, this is a medieval spell, by the way. Very, very interesting. Gather some oak leaves from beneath their tree, clean them, and place the leaves in a bowl of water with a couple of drops of lavender essential oil. Wash your hands in this magical oak bath and imagine that you are drawing divine strength, protection, and huge amounts of luck from the oak leaves. See yourself succeeding and imagine that your efforts will be richly rewarded very soon. All the best of luck, pile number 2. Loved your reading, and I'll let you go ahead and watch it. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the beautiful Mookayte Jasper, as well as the 11th mansion, which is one of my favorite mansions, Fortuna. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what messages you have before we take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the ocean archetype. Very interesting, really. Okay. You also have, illumination. I love that. Wow, pile number 2. Okay. What is up here? That's just beautiful energy. You also have, my goodness, Jupiter, again, the planet of good luck, coming up twice in your reading. Jupiter in Taurus with status, showing that there's good luck in materialistic things, in specific, in the 3D coming to you. It's amazing. We'll get to that in a second. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards. Wow, loving the energies of your cards. You have the King of Wands, and what a King of Wands, right? I see you walking to the beat of your own drum, to the beats of your own drum. I see you being committed with the ring here to something, and it's on fire. I'm so excited for you, pile number 2. What's going on here? Let's find out. Ooh, lovely energy. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. A lot of independence, a lot of fortune, a lot of power in your reading. You have the Hierophant. So far, we're seeing either major arcana or court cards. You have the 9 of Cups with laziness. Beautiful cards. Pile number 2. Wow. You can almost think to yourself, where is the karmic ending? Amazing. The Page of Pentacles. I mean, really, pile number 2. The energies depicted in your cards are fascinating. You have the 8 of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful reading. We can no longer even see, it depends. We'll check here. You have the 2 of Pentacles. And we can see that the 2 of Pentacles here is depicted as a moving boat. That is the only card here showing us your final karmic ending. The rest of your cards are super positive cards talking about your new beginning, this new stage of your life, pile number 2. We can clearly see here the sun and the moon. Everything used to be veiled. Apologies, pile number 2. But again, this has showed up in pile number 1 and is showing up in pile number 2. And I'm not surprised, because between worlds where you're moving from an ending to a beginning, part of your world is still veiled. You cannot see all of it. Although you feel like you are starting to move forward, the veil has come off in some of the things. The sun has come out, showing you part of this new blessings. You're feeling very hopeful with the King of Wands, very balanced. You know there's a new beginning for you, and you're very excited. In fact, with the King of Wands, I see you taking matters into your own hands. You're not waiting for something to happen. You're out there doing it for yourself, creating that new beginning for you. Such powerful energy, pile number 2. It's filling up my heart, and I feel so proud of you. Thank you for giving me this energy today, pile number 2. You wouldn't believe me if I told you I was feeling a bit down. This kind of energy is really filling me up, fueling me in specific. Thank you for that. May you always be blessed with this energy. And I see you moving with force this new beginning for yourself. So we see here with regards to your karmic ending, it's like you're between two worlds with the Two of Pentacles. And you started opening up your veil. You started taking control of the vehicle yourself. Yes, fate, you don't know where fate is taking you, but you're starting to take command of it now. You were stuck here and it was rusty for a very long time. I mean, to have that kind of rust and everything shows that it was stagnant for a very long time, and erosion has happened because of the effect of life. And with the checkered, it's like chance has a huge play. But chance has already opened up its cards in your reading and is showing you its beautiful side coming in the future. So yes, while you may not see exactly what's coming, you're leaving it to fate. A part of it is, left to fate. It is showing up in your reading with such great positive energy. We see that you now feel very determined. That's very obvious in all of your reading. And we see you starting to move. Like I was saying, there was a chain that was there for a very long time. And with your determination, you have successfully just started to break it. Can you see that? Pile number 2. Wow. And in fact, you have a lot of 2s in your reading. Your pile number 2, you have the 2, you have the second house here. So yeah, we see there's a second phase to your life. You're entering in your second new phase. And let's talk about this new beginning, pile number 2. Now that we've had a good look at your current energy, the past, let's take now a look at your new beginning, most importantly. First and foremost, what can I say? We have Jupiter twice. In fact, the 11th the 11th mansion of the moon is ruled here by the Sun and Jupiter in Leo. And this is a very special mansion. In fact, as I recall, the Chinese used to... Was it the Chinese? No, apologies, not the Chinese. Traditionally, in general, it is considered a great phase of the moon where a lot of good luck and fortune in specific is inflicted upon you. It's a great time for spells, for spells to work beautifully, and it's a great time to get fortune and blessings, like I mentioned. In fact, you can really see it here. A lot of great fortune and blessings are coming your way, and the amount of blessings coming down on you is vast and deep, just like the ocean here. It's a time where the sun is coming out with the illumination here. You're getting important information on how to march forward. Your world is opening up with the steps that you are taking. In fact, speaking of steps, I see with Jupiter in Taurus, there's a certain status here happening for you. With the steps that you're taking, you're presenting yourself very well. If this is about work, then this is popularity, this is respect, this is people believing in your service, your product, cheering for you, seeing this new vision that you're creating. You're creating a place for yourself, pile number 2. a place in the world just for you. And this work of yours at the moment, or this steps that you're taking, do you see? They're moving you quickly. You're taking leaps, not steps. You're moving very quickly. With every step that you take, you have broken the chains. And now there's no stopping. There's only moving forward with force, because the 8 of Wands is all about velocity, moving with speed. And as a result of that, which keeps showing up, of course, you have the Queen of Pentacles synchronistically coming to show that you will be independent. There will be a lot of wealth. You would have created the life and the circumstances that you wanted exactly. Not only that, because the Hierophant is showing in conjunction with the 2 of Pentacles, that card, that soul card that came in to show the final ending here. We can see that this time did not go to waste. You have learned so much during this karmic cycle that you were in for a very long time, because of all the rustiness here, that now is keeping you fresh. The information that you've learned during this time will give you so much knowledge to navigate through this important time with, just like the 9 of Pentacles represented as laziness, meaning you're doing it without worry. You're doing it without a lot of, yes, you'll be working hard, don't get me wrong, but I mean without so many challenges, because the experience gained will make you navigate through it effortlessly. You know how some people are so good at driving, you watch them drive and they're so relaxed. They follow the rules, they're doing everything right, but they're so at peace. Even when things start happening, they just navigate through it peacefully. And that's the kind of energy that I see here for you. The 9 of Cups. Dreams come true. You being happy as you go through your new blessings. Pile number 2. The pages, they represent a new phase of your life. As the Ace to the 10s were one phase, now you're updated to a new phase. You're beginning something totally anew. But with the Page of Pentacles, it signifies that you are making this new change for yourself. You're very proud of yourself. And might I add, I'm really proud of you too, pile number 2. What a strong force. Like I told you, you've gave me so much energy, and I'm very thankful for that. And you're proud of the steps you are taking. Just like the rainbow is showing here, rainbow just shows amazement, something that is amazing. You know how anywhere around the world, when a rainbow shows up, we cannot help but stand in awe and point towards it and say, oh, look, a rainbow. And as long as it stays, people are just standing there staring at it, taking pictures of it, marveling at the beautiful colors and how the light is ordered in this magical way and all of it matching. It's just fascinating to watch. And so I see a new world for you. The checkered, again, appearing from another deck. Do you see that? It's fate is really taking you along with your effort, shattering the past with all of this glass. Yes, you may not know what's up, but there's good luck on your side. And that is the part that fate is taking care of. You doing your part and fate showing you a lot of great luck on your side. Pile number 2. All I can clearly tell you that is very evident in your reading is that your new beginning, you're amassing a lot of wealth and a lot of fortune coming in your life. May you be blessed with all of these beautiful things coming into your life. May you have all of your dreams come true. I'm so excited about your new beginning. Your reading gave me so much energy. I started off feeling low. I finished feeling with so much positivity. Thank you for giving me this passion to continue my work. I have a lot of things to do. Thank you for giving me all of this passion. I'm sure I will take it on for the rest of the day. Thank you, pile number 2. It was such a pleasure doing your reading for you. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it because it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it, especially that you seem very busy during your journey here. All the best of luck with that. But this book has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, please don't forget to check it out. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 2, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me this energy. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful blue agate, as well as the 5th moon mansion with the wheel. Very interesting. Let's first keep it here and take a look at the rest of your cards, namely your oracle cards first. So let's see what you have. So pile number 3, you have the mountain archetype, which is an archetype that I really love and believe in. Let's see. Okay. Right. You have... Whoa, you have adventures. Such a luscious, beautiful forest here. You can see a pour of blessings and luscious life coming in for you. Especially that you have the wheel here, the 5th moon mansion. We'll talk about that in a second. Wow. It's like good luck is really written in your fate. You have Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is a planet all about good luck. You have the oak. You have the acorns, all symbolizing a lot of good luck coming in for you. Very happy for you, pile number 3. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 7 of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles with patience. The word patience came from a totally different card in pile number 1. In fact, I think your reading kind of resembles it. Not totally, but kind of resembles it. If you were drawn to 1 and 3, I wouldn't be surprised. And you may want to check pile number 1 out if you're called for it. Pile number 3. You have the 3 of Swords. Can you see it here? I think I'll move your cards in a second so that you can see them. You have the 9 of Swords. And an interesting 5 of Swords, isn't it? An interesting 9 of Swords, really. So what I can see here in terms of your karmic endings, something really big happened in your life that caused or induced a lot of pain. Something huge that you did not expect in 1,000 years to happen. Pile number 3. I see that this is an incident that where you felt that there was nothing in your hands that you can possibly do to rectify or fix. And it just happened in a split of a second. And there is a great teaching lesson here in this karmic cycle, teaching you that sometimes some things are out of our hands, No matter how much we go back and think, we could have done this or could have done that, or we could have adjusted this or that. If I only did that, nothing could really interfere sometimes in the cycle, in the karmic cycle of life, meant to take us on a specific journey, to teach us something. I see with the Patience card here, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, that this took a long time. This was no easy journey, pile number 3. In fact, I feel like crying. I feel the emotion of wanting to cry. Yeah, I'm channeling that emotion. And so I kind of feel like it hit really hard on you, pile number 3. I can feel that for you. In fact, with the middle of the mountain, it burned your heart. And I'm so sorry for that, pile number 3. I'm so sorry. Perhaps with the Seven of Pentacles, in specific, showing up as a pregnant person, perhaps this was the death of a parent or a death of a dear person, maybe. Especially that we have 2 people with the Five of Swords, speaking of a story between you and another person, or perhaps you and your fate. We see a battle going on in the minds, where this was supposed to be a person that was there for you, but may have given their backs to you, perhaps without meaning to, because they went to the other side, to the other world, or maybe even they gave you their backs because they were looking towards something else. And so there was a challenge between the 2 of you that was unfair. All in all, it really felt unfair to you. And I feel your pain. What a karmic cycle. I'm so sorry for this, pile number 3. And speaking of karmic cycles, we see a cycle here. We see the wheel. And let's get to that. Here we see the serious-minded Saturn, and of course the planet of communication with Mercury, as the 5th mansion are ruled by these 2 in the very smart, communicative, sharp-thinking Gemini. And so in this placement, we see that Saturn takes on a less strict quality than usual. And hence why the wheel, where you've been through a hard lesson and now it's starting to dilute, and you're being opening up to a new world. Definitely a new beginning for you. That's a confirmation there. Your world is opening up to something more luscious, more beautiful. This pause in time that you had, this very heart-aching lesson that you've been through, it breaks my heart every time I see this card for you. I can really channel this pain. I'm so sorry for that, pile number 2. I cannot say it enough. This time that you've been through, where the person that was supposed to be there was a source of pain, whether they meant it or not, in your life, was really a karmic cycle that you were meant to go through. It did not happen haphazardly. It was meant to happen so that you transcend spiritually. We do see that this person is meant to go up top of the mountain, but there was a pause. Instead of going up, they went right in the middle of the mountain, perhaps even digging down. And in the middle of the mountains, we find a lot of rich minerals that we couldn't otherwise get unless we go down and deep. So this part of your life, pile number 2, was really essential for your spiritual growth, for you to find important parts about yourself that had to be completely isolated from these circumstances or this person. You had to be isolated to find yourself, find your strong qualities, find so many things about yourself that you would have not otherwise explored had you not been through it. Was it hard? It was painful to even begin to imagine it, to say the least. but you are not meant to stay in this energy. It did cause a lot of stress, but you seem to me like an amazing person, pile number 3, because you went through this period with a lot of grace. Do you see this beautiful 9 of Swords glowing despite of this effort, keeping their calm and cool? And you see the reins are all in her hands. She was calm, collected, perhaps sad in her own private world, but she was calm, cool, collected, kept it in her own hands, kept everything under control. So kudos to you, pile number 3. Kudos to you. You kept being strong. With the Page of Wands, I see like you weren't ready, or at least you felt you weren't ready to go through this. Perhaps you were too young to face these challenges, pile number 3, and I'm so sorry for that. But again, there's an advantage to that, because just as you were too young to face these things, the phases of the moon finish quickly, and so you learned and gained so much experience and became who you are today, which is super impressive and admirable, and again, at a young age, because of the short moon cycles. And so this was meant to happen to make you transition into this person, and you will go back in retrospect and think, I'm thankful, despite that nothing can ever reward this pain, but believe me, the universe always knows how to make you happy. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, as suggested here. No matter how much we think, nothing can replace what happened. Believe me, a new cycle begins, and a beautiful new beginning happens. And you may be connected with this person, if it's a person, on a soul level, pile number 3. And so I see this message of looking forward to this new beginning. You're about to experience a beautiful, luscious life. Now, we cannot ignore that the 7 of Pentacles came up here twice. We see the wheels turning, the wheels of fate turning to your favor, and this harsh lesson dissipating little by little. Now, it's really funny because we have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords are fast-moving energies, but then they're being weighed down by the 7 of Pentacles. This really showing that overall, this will be a fast experience for you, that you will experience its results step by steps. So you will get both blessings of having a quick move towards your new blessed, luscious beginning that is fated for you. But at the same time, you will be able to experience every phase of it fully, taking in all the blessings that you're supposed to receive and feel from every phase. Pile number 3. What an interesting reading. I see that this new life that you are getting into is now opposite to the sad energy we see in your reading here, where with all of this, what is it called? Gauze. You were barely keeping it together. We see a different energy here altogether. We see the energy of a blessed, luscious life, full of adventures, full of things to explore. I see a lot of flying. Perhaps you will be traveling as well. I see a very exciting, beautiful life coming up for you. And I see, just like games, where a new level has opened up. So this is a phase where you get to experience things in your life that you weren't able to experience in your past. Perhaps a lot of traveling, a lot of financial abundance that will help you do whatever you want whenever you want. And I see a lot of success. There was a long pause, but it's a mountain at the end of the day, symbolizing that you're going up top somewhere. You're reaching a lot of success and you're looking at life from a penthouse view, from the top, being able to have an overall look at the beauty of the world. at the beauty of your life. Enjoying the view is exactly what I'm seeing for you. I see your heart opening up again. You know, the apple is a symbol of power, because when you take an apple and you slice it in half, you'll take a look at the center and you'll realize that most often the seeds inside form a pentacle. And this is why for a very long, not for a very long time, I mean traditionally, especially in Wicca, it was considered a symbol of power. So we can see here that there's a powerful new beginning, you being in a powerful place. Again, this penthouse view is showing up in all of your reading. You're at the top, watching life from up top, showing luxury, showing power, showing access to whatever you want. You can see and do whatever you want. You've reached the pinnacle of everything that you wanted, pile number 3. Such a special reading. I'm so happy that you're going on to the opposite direction now, from being very sad to very happy, where your heart is opening up. And again, by the way, all this high power, high energy, maybe you'll even have the chance to be fully connected with a person who has passed on in one form or the other. Excuse me, pile number 3, if this is the case for you. Or if this is someone who you've separated from, maybe you are experiencing life with another person who you are actually meant to meet and feel on top of the world with. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, I wish you all the best of luck. My heart is with you. May you have a beautiful new beginning, full of blessings, just as your reading here shows us. Wishing you all the best of luck with that. That was your reading, pile number 3. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it because it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't waste time or procrastinate reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, pile number 3, in your journey, I'd be happy to share it with you. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box with all the information that you may need for it. And pile number 3, it was a real pleasure connecting with you and doing this reading for you. From my heart to yours, I love you and wish you all the best of luck. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful green Aventurine, as well as the second moon mansion with musician. Quite interesting. I love this specific moon mansion as well. We'll talk about it in a second. But first, let's take a look at your oracle cards before we check out your tarot cards. You have, wow, already. You have the Mystic. Okay. You have, whoa, Love. I love that. Wow. Okay. You have Mars in Libra with choice. All right. You have the Six of Wands starting your reading. What a beautiful start. Okay. Might say already I see a lot of roses and flying and music. What energy is that? I love that, pile number 4. Some of you could be artists, by the way, or even musicians, who knows. You have the King of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. You have the Chariot. You have the King of Cups. Sorry, apologies. The Queen of Cups with healing. Yes, okay, this makes sense. You have the Nine of Swords. And it's a very interesting Nine of Swords here. You have, whoa, the Knight of Pentacles. What a Knight of Pentacles, right? Wow. Oh, come on. We have the Knight of Pentacles right under each other. That's big. And you have the Five of Cups. Yes. So I see a lot of sorrow in your reading. What is clear to me here, pile number 4, that in your past, you were given a great opportunity. An opportunity that was so amazing that everyone was looking at it saying, wow, what great luck did pile number 4 have? Wow, how amazing was that? And so you had a lot of eyes on you, a lot of people watching this great opportunity coming into your life. But I see that you have lost this opportunity quite quickly, that it did not carry on the way it was supposed to. Partly because you were getting into your karmic cycle, learning something great, and also energetically because you had a lot of people hating on this opportunity that you got. With this specific Nine of Swords, which we'll talk about in a second, you had a lot of people who hated this opportunity for you and were giving you a lot of bad energy and jealousy and hate for it, pile number 4. And we see that this was very short timed, like a quick travel between the two worlds of you seeing this great opportunity and coming back. With this Chariot, it's a Norwegian fairy tale. Long story short, I'm just going to tell you a part of it that really shows me this idea of you getting to do something that you loved, but it being taken away from you quickly, and you not just losing this opportunity, but losing so many things, perhaps even your loved ones, or you were about to lose it. Because in this fairy tale, Halvor was this character here. He was given a ring by his princess, or his wife, who was a princess, to go on a visit that he really wanted and to come back. So it's like a one-time thing. He went there, things didn't go the right way, and when he went back, because he didn't really do it exactly the way he was supposed to, things were ruined energetically, the events were ruined, but he came back and just made it before she left him and to marry someone else. So we kind of see here that you had a great opportunity in your life. With this specific Nine of Swords, I see that maybe not a lot of people were wishing you well, were really making you tired of their envy and jealousy and hate, were stressing you out. And with the Five of Cups, you really mourned for a very long time this opportunity that you lost. It was so painful to you. You've lived many moons crying over it. Many years perhaps crying over it, trying to heal because of the shock. Trying to heal because of the lost opportunity. You may have felt that your life went down. You also may have felt, so you might have discovered so many people's bad energies and their lack of wishing to you during that time. You've seen it all here, obviously, pile number 4. And we were really surprised seeing the Knight of Pentacles showing up twice in your reading, showing that it was a long, long journey that was so slow for you. It almost felt like it wasn't moving. It was progressing, for sure, in your pile number 4. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a steadfast energy. It moves forward every day, little by little. But it's the slowest moving knight in the deck. So I see this was a long healing journey for you, pile number 4. With energy that was very slow. But I see that this cycle is transforming. There's a new beginning here where things, the slow energy is now surprisingly starting to move quickly. And that's why you have the Knight of Pentacles here, showing that from the slow energy, you are moving quickly. In fact, the Chariot, which is a card all about movement, is presented here with 2 salmon fish moving uphill, showing that despite the resistance in the energy surrounding you, you are moving against it, against the grain, taking yourself up. Pile number 4. There is great victory, great celebrated victory that is coming up for you. Now, this is a very interesting card, showing me so many things, because you have the hummingbird here being fed the nectar that it needs. And in general, hummingbirds are amazing because they know their way every day. They have found their nectar and they know exactly where to go, what to do to get their nectar every day and get it back. At the moment, I see the universe opening up a great opportunity for you. I'll get back to that in a second, giving it to you. But I also see that now you're finding your way. You know how to get your nectar. And so the great new beginning here is not just the world opening up a great opportunity for you, but it's about you now knowing what to do if you were put in a similar position. If anything happens, you know how to get your nectar, make yourself happy, make your world work. Pile number 4, and that's one of the biggest blessings that you're entering into, and that is amazing news to hear for you, pile number 4. Now let's take a closer look into your reading. You have this the second moon mansion, which is ruled by the Sun and Jupiter, as you can see, in conjunct with Aries. And this really expresses the present of an opportunity. Simply, a new opportunity is coming into your life. And yeah, that's the mansion that brings in new, beautiful opportunities that we may want to claim. An opportunity where you will be able to have an effect on either your desire or people or a project that you're working on. You have a huge effect now. Some of you could be even musicians, because that's how music has an effect, a great effect on us. Or maybe the words that you say or the work that you do has a huge effect on people's hearts, and it helps them heal, perhaps one way or the other. You're using your experience to truly help heal others. Now, and your stone is the green Aventurine. The green Aventurine, pile number 4, is a good luck charm. I wear it a lot. I love wearing the green Aventurine along with the jade. Together, they just bring a lot of good luck. You might want to do that, pile number 4. But as I can see, there's a lot of good luck coming into your life. And this time, there is secrecy, because we have the wild rose, or the roses, and roses in ancient Rome were used to... You have a lot of roses in your reading. That's one of the things that we've noticed from the very beginning. And they were used to be hung in meeting places as a symbol for secrecy, truth and secrecy, where people sitting under a rose would speak in honesty, but most importantly in secrecy. So what I'm seeing here, that this time you need to navigate pile number 4 away from people's eyes. Now you know that not a lot of people may be happy, as we saw here. A lot of people will be in pain. So spare them from this pain, spare them from the eyes. Perhaps they need a long way to transform themselves. They're on their own journey. And move in secrecy with the roses here. Do not let your new endeavors be seen by most people. Pile number 4. Move in secrecy is your message. And it's really surprising because move in secrecy this month, and I think last month as well, but mainly this month, this secrecy. We've had cards literally saying shh. And if you've been picking this pile, I think 2 or 3 times now, then this must be your reading for sure. So move in secrecy, pile number 4. And life is about to open up its doors for you. We're seeing huge blessings coming in, a huge opportunity now. Forget about the opportunity that happened in the past. Let it go. And now things are opening up for you in a huge way, in a big transformative way. And I see with the King of Swords, you'll be managing something big, or you'll own a lot of big things perhaps. And a big opportunity is being placed back in your hands. Now is the time for you to flourish, to use it. And this is a time where you have learned a lot, and you'll be treading through it with balance, with Mars in energy. You'll be moving forward in balance. You've learned a lot from your past, especially with Halvor's journey, where we've learned that throughout our journey, we can make mistakes out of maybe naivety, out of pride, out of whatever. And now you have learned so much. You've regretted so much. You've cried so much. And now is the time that you're taking all of this learning, all of this healing, all of this renewed power, your strength, to tread through it with strength, but in secrecy, with power, but with love. Taking it step by step, just as the Knight of Pentacles, yes, suggests, slowly but surely, bringing yourself way up there and enjoying this huge blessing and opportunity coming into your life, pile number 4. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for this new beginning, and I cannot wait for you to experience all this opening up doors that is happening for you. Remember to keep it in secrecy for now, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck from my heart, pile number 4. May you always be blessed. And that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might need it in your journey, pile number 4. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. You won't waste time reading it. It's really small, but straight to the point, with the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 4, it was such a pleasure. It is always such a pleasure with you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Oh, and I want to tell you, a lot of you tell me in the comment section, oh, I'm pile number 4. And I hope that one day, if I meet you, we high-five, and you tell me that you are pile number 4, I'd be thrilled to meet you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.